Welcome to Tools for Landing Your First HR Position. I'm Dina Berggren with Walden Department of Career Planning and Development, and I'm so glad to be here and have this opportunity to share some information about our department, resources, and ways that we can help you prepare for your future career in human resources. First of all, I'd like to start and tell you a little bit about career planning and development and what we do and who we are. Our department's mission is to support both students and alumni in developing workplace skills to thrive as professionals and social change agents in organizations and in communities. Our department is a part of the Office of Student Affairs at Walden, and all of the offerings that we will discuss here today are available on the Career Planning and Development website. And you'll also receive a detailed resource list with direct links to all of the resources that we are discussing here today. And if you haven't visited our website before, my hope today is that you will be able to take some time after this presentation to explore the site, use it to prepare for your career in human resources and for reaching your professional goals. Now, with this very brief introduction, let's move on to what we are planning to do here together. Our plan for today is to introduce you to resources and services to help you prepare for careers in human resources and related areas. I will also introduce you to the SkillsFirst career management system and share custom HR resume and cover letter samples that you can use to communicate your skills and strengths. You will also gain helpful strategies on how and where to search for jobs, build experience, and expand your professional network. And finally, we will set aside a few minutes at the end to answer any questions that you might have. So let's start with our career exploration resources. And I just want to check, Nakia, are you able to see my slides at this time? Okay, I hope that you are able to see the slides that I'm sharing here today. Let me take a look here. And I'm having a little bit of trouble, so let me go ahead and make sure that the slides are visible today. Okay, so let's go back to the career exploration resources for HR. The career exploration tab at the top of our website is a tool for researching occupations, career options, salaries, and future outlook in a variety of fields, including HR, of course. However, I would like to specifically highlight the 5 resources featured here on this slide. They are great places to start if you want to quickly learn about the HR field. ONET Online, this is an excellent site, and if you visit the site and search for human resources, you will receive a list of occupations related to HR with detailed information on the tasks, technology skills, general skills, knowledge, and abilities that are needed to be competitive in the HR field. Career One Stop is another excellent tool to help you answer questions that you may have about specific areas of HR, including what do people do in a variety of HR roles? What is the employment outlook for this field? What salary ranges should I expect? What additional training will I need? Or what areas of HR are a good fit for my interest, skills, and abilities? Also, professional association website are great places to visit. Many of you already belong to the Society of Human Resource Management or other related professional associations. Along with providing professional development and networking opportunities, many professional associations also include career resources on their websites and job boards for their members. For example, Society of Human Resource Management has an entire section of their website that is dedicated to students and emerging professionals. So definitely check that out. On our website, you will also find a resource called What Can I Do with This Major?, which includes a helpful career guide for human resources, including areas of employment, types of employers, and career preparation strategies. Finally, I want to mention that the main Walden University website is a great source of information. Visit www.waldenu.edu and search for your degree program to read more about potential career areas for that degree or specialization. So there's a lot on the waldenu.edu website for you. Okay, so now let's move on to our next area, the resumes and more tab. We have an entire section of our website that is designed to help you communicate your academic and professional skills to employers. If you're currently looking for your first HR job or will be in the future, you don't want to miss these resources. The Resumes and More tab has general formatting tips and outlines on how to structure your resume and your cover letter. It also has a list of action verbs to help you communicate your organizational, planning, technology, management, communications, leadership, and other types of skills to employers. We also have a helpful worksheet on the Resumes and More tab to help you turn general skills and competencies into specific examples of your accomplishments to include in resumes and in cover letters. You can watch several videos on effective resume and cover letter writing in this area, and there's a lot more that you can learn here on this page. The Resumes and More page also has information about our SkillsFirst career management system, which I would like to tell you about next. The good news is that if you need to create a resume or a cover letter, you do not need to start from scratch. SkillsFirst is our career management system, and it is a very helpful tool to build resumes, cover letters, career portfolios, and even practice mock interview skills. You can log into SkillsFirst using your Walden email address and password. And if you are a Walden alum who no longer has access to your Walden credentials, you can also contact our team and we will provide you a special alumni access code to use this system. So let's next look a little bit more closely at SkillsFirst samples. SkillsFirst actually has over 500 resume and cover letter samples, including over 40 Walden preferred custom samples that were created by our team and academic leaders around the university to meet the specific needs of Walden programs and students in those programs. The SkillsFirst system currently has 2 custom human resources resume samples that you can use to start building your document. The human resources mid-level resume would be appropriate for someone who was preparing to apply for either entry-level or mid-level HR positions. So if you're looking to apply for HR generalist, HR specialist, HR assistant, that would be a really good sample for you. The advanced sample would be more appropriate for someone who was targeting a management or leadership role in HR. We also have a custom cover letter for human resources write in SkillsFirst that is specifically designed to highlight not only professional experience, but also your academic program and academic knowledge areas, which are very important to highlight, especially if you're just entering the HR field. Helpful language is provided for you in these samples. However, I'd like to also mention that it is very important to always use your own language when creating both your cover letter and your resume documents, because the samples are just there to guide you, but you really want to use your own language. And also always tailor your documents toward the specific needs of employers or field sites. And this will help you stand out from others who are submitting general documents. SkillsFirst also has a great interview prep tool that you can use to prepare for interviews. If you are invited in for an interview, be ready to stand out and make a positive first impression. SkillsFirst has an interviews module that has over 12,000 interview questions built in to help you practice your skills and build your confidence. The module includes mock interview questions designed especially for human resources interviews as well. Along with this tool, we have an entire page with interviewing tips and videos to help you prepare for all stages of the interview process. I also want to mention that if you are planning to use any of SkillsFirst modules, the Resumes and More tab that we discussed earlier has helpful step-by-step guides to get you started. I have also, let me take a moment here and insert direct links to the guides on your resource list. So let me go ahead and drop those in. All right, so that you have them. And I'll just take a moment to do that for our audience. So I am including two specific documents. I'm including the PowerPoint, and I'm also including the resource list with all of the links for this program. All right, so hopefully that helps. That way you don't have to take notes. You can refer to the resource list and get to the right resources fast. And with that, let's talk a little bit more about our custom job search tools. One great way to research HR jobs is to use the Walden Job and Internship Locator job board. Employers who contact our department are invited to post opportunities on the job board exclusively for Walden students and grads. And the job board also has a list of our featured employers on its homepage. So these are employers who have contacted us and they want to recruit Walden grads. So definitely pay close attention to them. They're great places to reach out to. Along with these exclusive postings, the job board also pulls listings from job search aggregates such as Indeed.com. And also the job board is easy to use and easy to get started with. I invite you to, after the session, visit the job board and then create your job seeker account. And that way you can set job alerts for the types of positions that you're interested in, and also upload your resume, make it visible to employers who are looking for Walden students and grads. The second system that I would like to introduce is Going Global. This is a leading career and employment resource for global and US jobs and other types of experiential opportunities. Since you may be potentially living or working outside of the US, or maybe looking for opportunities after you graduate outside of the US, maybe in global HR or international HR, then this system is designed to meet the career needs of Walden's global student population and community. So it's an excellent system. And what we do is we work with the vendor who has career experts all over the world who curate opportunities. So very powerful. You can log in to Going Global also with your Walden email and password. And finally, we have a list of popular niche job boards by interest areas, including management and HR. Now, on to a few job search tips to help you maximize your searches when using these systems. If you're actively job searching, or maybe you're researching positions for future opportunities, keeping a list of search terms or keywords you are using in search engines, this can help you locate more opportunities that are a good fit. So consider the position titles that you would like to use in your searches and the level of the position that you are seeking. Some common entry-level and mid-level titles for HR careers may include assistant or coordinator, specialist or generalist, while more advanced titles may include manager, director, vice president, and others. If you're seeking flexible employment options, you may want to use search terms such as part-time, telecommuting, virtual, online, remote, or contract, and look for those type of opportunities. And if you're interested in specific areas of HR, you may want to use them in your searches as well. Some examples of HR areas are recruiting, benefits, training and development, compensation, HR information systems, and others. And finally, search using specific employer names, and most importantly, keep a list of your favorite employers. And this proactive way is wonderful for maximizing your searches and really getting to those organizations where you fit with their mission, you fit with their culture. They have HR positions available, and you can create a list of those organizations and really target them and reach out to them and reach out to network with people within those organizations. For more job search and career exploration tips, our website offers a multitude of webinars and videos to help you hone your career skills. We have a large number of recordings that you can watch at your convenience, including programs on resume writing, enhancing your professional image, getting started with LinkedIn, and there's so many others out there. We also have a YouTube channel that has over 100 recordings in addition to our website. So there's just tons of information for you out there. We also have many resources to help you gain new skills and experience, and also expand your network. So let's talk about those next. Information about experiential learning can be found in the job and internship search section, while the networking tab is where you can find information on how to expand your online and offline networks. Of course, gaining experience and having a strong professional network, these are key strategies for your overall career success. On this slide, you see 3 ideas for how to gain experience in human resources, especially if you are in the process of making a career transition. They are especially important if you do not have any prior experience in the field or area that you are going into. One way to gain experience is through skills-based volunteering. Skills-based volunteering is using your professional or academic skills to help an organization. Our website offers a volunteer opportunities page with listings of local, global, and virtual volunteer sites to help you locate the right opportunity. But if you're looking for a more formal way to gain experience, we do offer non-credit optional internship courses, both for graduate and doctoral students. But be aware that students are required to locate their own internship sites and there may be some restrictions and limitations to consider. So if you are interested in learning more about optional internships, please contact our team and we can provide you more detailed information and discuss next steps. And finally, if you are currently employed at a company or organization that has an HR department, consider taking on projects that stretch your abilities and help you apply your new skills. Could you collaborate on a project with an HR professional? Or maybe start a special interest group? Apply your academic skills at work. Keep your eyes and also your ears open on how you can add value in your organization while also building experience in new areas. And as a Walden student, you also have many opportunities to build your network. So here are just a few ideas for how to expand your networking activities. Professional associations, especially the Society for Human Resource Management, they're great places to meet other professionals who are currently working in the field of HR and also other students who are interested in HR. And of course, those students will hopefully someday become HR professionals. So that way you're building that network and all of you are learning and growing and helping each other. LinkedIn is another great way to network. It is the largest professional networking site, and it includes groups you can join to network with others in the human resources field. Facebook groups are also excellent ways to connect with others and build your online network. Walden also offers Facebook groups that you can join to connect with students in your program according to your start year. Walden also offers a wide range of student organizations. Of course, there is the Walden chapter of Society of Human Resource Management, or SHRM, but also there are others out there. You can join the National Society of Leadership and Success, the Multicultural and International Student Club, and there are many others out there. And there are also local communities and organizations to join to get involved. So for example, many nonprofit organizations need help behind the scenes with things like administrative projects, or you could even offer to deliver a training for their employees based on your knowledge of human resources. And these are just some ideas to help you get started. And finally, before we open it up for any questions today, I wanted to remind you that our team is here to support you. And there are 3 ways to engage with our staff. First, you can register for upcoming office hours events via the Career Planning and Development homepage. And these events are designed for you to interact with our staff in a group advising setting. For more personalized assistance, we also encourage you to schedule a 45-minute career advising appointment from the Career Planning and Development website. We can then meet with you via phone or Zoom based on your preference and work on any career-related topic, including helping you identify strengths, explore different career paths, and research career options in a variety of HR specialty areas. We can provide resume or cover letter feedback. So after you check out the SkillsFirst system, take a look at the samples, attempt to create your document. We can help you strengthen those documents further. Discussing job search strategies and best ways to approach your job search. Also helping you highlight your professional brand and expand your network. Sharing ideas for professional development and engagement in the Walden community. And finally, we can coach on every step of the interview process to increase your chances of landing that dream job in human resources. Career advising appointments are open to both students and alumni. And we do our best during career advising to meet you where you are, identify your unique needs, and support you in achieving your career goals. And finally, for short questions, you can email our team at careerservices@mail.weldonu.edu. So thank you for taking some time to learn about career planning and development. And are there any questions today? Any questions about our resources and offerings? And we can see if any questions come into the chat. I know we have a smaller group here today. So I did want to present a few questions that we often get from students. Should I submit the same resume for all positions I am applying for? This is a common question that we get. And our team truly believes that you increase your chances of success by tailoring your resume and also your cover letter specifically toward the position that you are applying for. And there are resources and videos on the Career Planning and Development website to help you match your skills to the needs of employers. And as I mentioned earlier, the resumes and more tab, it's a great place to get started with that. And also our videos and webinars section. Another common question we get is, I have been out of work for some time and now I am re-entering the workplace. Should I try to explain this on my resume? And our general feedback for that is that instead of drawing attention to your employment gap, focus on what you were doing during that time period, including pursuing your degree, right? If you were busy with your academic program, move the education section of your resume before your experience section to further emphasize your education. Or maybe you were volunteering in your community or involved in other professional or academic activities. And if truly you were out of the workforce and you were not engaged at that time, right now is the opportunity you want to take to volunteer, to gain experience. Sometimes students, especially in human resources and business management programs that I work with, they are looking for maybe part-time work or to test out the waters in human resources. And the American Staffing Association has a list of staffing agencies for temporary or part-time or contract work. Many times through temp agencies, you're able to enter into those entry-level positions, or if you have some HR background already, maybe mid-level, and learn about different organizations out there. Gain current references and letters of recommendations from employers that you work for. So those are really good strategies to kind of get your foot in the door. And as I mentioned, we also have optional internships, and that is a good option for some students looking to gain experience. All right, another question. I am not on LinkedIn. How can I get started? Okay, sometimes we work with students who are really active LinkedIn users, and other times students are just getting started. Well, the networking tab on our website has a wonderful launching with LinkedIn video, and that can help one build a LinkedIn profile and learn the basics of LinkedIn networking. And the networking tab also has valuable information about online and offline networking activities and tips for expanding your networks. And one final question, unless we have more questions in the chat, this would be the time to submit questions in the chat if you do have some. But the next question we often get, how do I find part-time or remote positions? And as online learners, many of you are also looking for online opportunities, whether it's paid or volunteer opportunities. And if you are looking for remote positions, in your job searches, when you are using the job board or going global or some of the niche job boards that I mentioned, ones for management and human resources, you could put in keywords like flexible or remote or online. And we kind of talked about that through the search terms. But really pinpointing what you are looking for. And that can generate searches with openings, not only in your general area, but also, you know, remotely in other areas around the country, maybe even globally. And I do want to mention that Going Global also has a huge section for remote online virtual employment. So that is a great tool if you are looking for flexible employment options. Also, the Career Exploration tab has an entire section for special interest resources, and there is a whole section within that section for virtual contract flexible employment. So I hope I was able to tell you a little bit more about our department, introduce you to some resources that may be of interest to you as you pursue human resources, as you look for opportunities to transition into the HR field, find your new HR position or your first HR position, or maybe even take those steps to advance in HR if you already have experience. And to wrap up today, I want to thank you again for joining me. Please visit our website, schedule a career advising appointment, email our team with short questions, follow us on social media. We are on LinkedIn, of course, Facebook, Twitter. We have a YouTube channel, and you can read wonderful articles and career success stories on our blog. Don't miss our blog. We have so many great articles and also student and alumni success stories. And thank you again for joining me here today. I hope you have a wonderful evening.